I'm like, damn,
Let me go. It's on.
let's go. And I'm calling Crypto Coffee, right? Like I'm calling him up. I'm going like, bro, you need to wake up. Like, come on, man, you need to
Wake
wake up.
up, wake up.
Oh,
You need to wake
man.
up
I think everybody
ASAP.
had a friend. They're like, "Look, bro, like, wake me up. Wake me up if it goes live."
Yeah,
Bro, can you believe this, dude? They locked the liquidity on Pulse Bitcoin, Pulse Dogecoin, ASIC, that whole ecosystem, bro. They locked the liquidity on fucking Ethereum.
that's crazy.
I
That's
can't, I
insane.
can't, because that's the one asset I'm trying to exit out on the Ethereum side. Like, I'm going to keep my Hex over there. I'm going to keep my Hedron and my Icosa. I mean, these guys, bro, like, oh, it's so annoying, dude.
So frustrating.
So
That's
freaking annoying.
and you know, I get a lot of comments coming up about why do I not like post Bitcoin, and I like the concept when it first came out, you know, but
Yeah,
when I saw
dude, I
what they did
really
with
like
post
the
Doge,
narrative. I fell in love with the narrative, and some of the community members I do like, but man, dude,
they're destroying it, man. They're really killing it
they
off.
are, dude.
They're just moving from one coin to another, and
Oh, that's
Look
what's
at
so
this.
pretty good.
16,000 Pulse Bitcoin gets me $35. That's what they pulled all the liquidity, dude.
Is it still? I'm looking at a chart and it looks like there's a big green candle over there. It says Pulse Dogecoin at $1.50, but it's still locked. There's nothing there.
I'm not getting it.
Try it'd be interesting. Are you trying Portal X swap? Try that. See if
I tried Uniswap and CalSwap.
Try the Portal X. See if maybe they have a way through. One of the things Corey and I were talking about that is bullish in our opinion is, you know, Hex, Hedron, and Icosa prices got murdered.
And bounced right back.
Bounced straight back up.
They're looking strong.
You know what? I said this the other day. I was like, maybe it doesn't play out, you know, because I made this prediction. I said, you know, I was a Hopium 20-cent Hex. And I was thinking about Ethereum 2.0, right? And you think about what happened post when Shanghai update came out and Chappelle came out. Mm-hmm. And what happened with Ethereum price, right? Loads of Ethereum got unlocked. And the narrative was, well, everyone's going to sell it off. That was the narrative.
Right.
What happened when it actually happened? No, it went through a pump. It started pumping past 2K. And so I'm like, damn, you know what? This could be a completely, you know, it could be an absolute boomerang and completely different to what I first thought. And I was totally wrong on the 20-cent Hex type of thing, but it's pumping like crazy, man, on the 1 minute chart, the 3 minute chart, 15-minute chart.
The price is being defended, which is really cool. And for all the people that, you know, said, and frankly, like we had our doubts, and frankly, like I still do, it'll be interesting to see how Hex performs on the Ethereum network. You know, this by no means that everything's going to be all rainbows and roses, right? But it's really positive and I'm excited about that. I've positioned myself where, you know, for me, I feel really good about my holdings on both chains, and my plan is to keep, you know, I have a lot of mine staked. So, you know, like what am I going to do with that? I'm not going to early end stake it, so we're going to roll either way, and it's looking positive, looking really positive.
Agreed.
I'm pumped. Me and Corey were able to acquire just about a couple validators worth from dumping our stables.
So yeah, I got 20 million pulse from my stable dump, and dang, what you get, like 30,
like 38,
something like that.
Yeah, like 38 million.
Unbelievable, dude. Yeah. So there's liquidity coming back now. So now I can get $350 for my 1,000 pulse Doge. So they must have pulled it. And now, I don't know, man. I'll just leave it alone. So annoying, dude. That is so effing annoying.
Right.
That is frustrating. That is really frustrating.
That was one really I did want to exit out on the Ethereum side. Like, and now it makes me want to like exit out on the Pulsechain side too now. Like I don't it really sucks. I'm a shark in the Pulse Bitcoin ecosystem.
That's frustrating, man.
These pools are climbing though. Corey and I were talking about this. We did a private group meeting for our group when Pulsechain launched. We were walking everybody through, dumping their stables and getting out and doing what they needed to. And the ratios seem to, at least the hex to Pulse and hex to Pulse X, they seem to keep getting they seem to be getting better and better. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
I really like the idea of, well, what do we pair it up? Maybe P hex, E hex, maybe a Pulse X Pulse, but I'm liking it, man. There's probably going to be some nice yield there. It's crazy, man. Maybe I need to just sit on my hands. Maybe I just need to chill, bro.
I'm a little tempted to put up, because I got some Pulse and Pulse X. I could put that up in a farm, but time and time again, it's always shown that if I just freaking held the tokens, that I would have been better off. And so I'm like, I'm just being patient.
Oh, all that FOMO, man. All that FOMO. It's hard. It's really, really hard just to sit there on your hands and be like, yeah.
Right. And also, like, I want to see, because they have the Pulse X Pulse LP pair, and there's no APR assigned right now. We'll get the data. The data is just not registering. I think it's KDP that was saying, depending upon when they put or how they launched, it would take potentially a few days for that data to populate. And I don't want to put up. I don't necessarily want to put up without knowing what the APRs are like. And once again, you're usually better off just holding anyways. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if my mind changes in the next 24 hours.
You're not missing out on much for a day or two anyways. You know what I mean?
Oh, but your position in the pool is strong right now compared to what it could be in a day or two.
Yeah.
And I forget, like my DCA strategy is in 60-ish days. Well, probably 30 days actually from today, if we're basing it off today, right?
You're not holding out for 30 days, bro.
I know. I'm there like trying to convince you guys. Wow, this is it. When does the bridge come in, right? How long does it take? What, a week, 2 weeks?
24 to 48 hours.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible, man.
Should be
24 to 48 hours.
Quick.
Yeah. Oh, bruv, this is horrible, man. This is horrible. I just need to sit on my hands. Stop.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun, bro. Oh my god, man, I've never felt so euphoric in my life. I don't think, dude. Like waiting for this almost 2 years,
and we're just starting.
The work that we put in, the studying, like literally the studying, and then the building of the position, right, all year long in this bear market, building, DCAing, and dealing with the FUD. Oh my god, the FUD on Twitter and the different Telegram channels and the streamers. I mean, this is well earned, guys. Congratulations.
My wife was teasing me. I worked down in my basement. She came down and she's like, it hadn't launched yet. And she's like, you got dressed up for nothing today. I was like, you know what? You're right. Dang it. But here we are. Let's go. I'm freaking pumped.
Hey, Dane, where did you go to add the contract addresses that you were showing earlier from the
I was just going to Etherscan to add them.
Oh, you just went to Etherscan? Okay, I thought that you.
But the Etherscan search sucks, so I just Google Etherscan and then the asset, and that seems to be more effective.
Yeah, I can get it off the Pulsechain Block Explorer. Fatty.io is supposed to have it when they integrate the mainnet, where you can literally just click on the MetaMask of all the assets and add the contract addresses for viewing.
I was actually really impressed with the PRC scan. That worked out really slick. It was really easy. It added things really quick. Like, that worked out nice.
PRC scan?
Yeah. On the sacrifice checker website. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. How do I get there? Yeah. How do I get there? What's the URL?
It'll cost like one Pulse validator worth of Pulsechain, and I'll help you get there.
A whole Pulse validator?
32 million Pulse?
Yeah, that's going to be like 32,000 in a few months.
Oh, my gosh.
So you're going to go, go to pulsechain.com.
Yep.
and then go to and then click on Explore. And then up there at the top, there's the sacrifice checker.
Oh, here we go. Explore. Gotcha.
And then the PRC20 token scanner at the top.
Awesome. I'm sure the audience, that'll be very beneficial for the audience too.
Yeah, you want me to show that? Do you mind, Money Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go for it.
Let's do it. All right. Entire screen. All right. I think you got to throw my screen up, Money Gang, if you don't mind. All right, you guys, if you haven't added your tokens, the best way that I found to do that, and I already added mine, so I can't show you a great example, but you'll go to pulsechain.com, and you'll simply click on the Explorer right here. You've got all the pertinent links. So I know people are like, where's the RPC settings and all that stuff? You don't need the RPC settings. You just click on Pulsex and it'll prompt you and it'll upload all that stuff for you automatically. But to get your token scanned, you click on Explorer here. And then right up here in the middle is the sacrifice checker. You click on that. And then you've got the PRC20 token scanner. Now you've got to connect your wallet. You can see my test wallet here is already added, but you can click add wallet. And then you just start the scanner. You just press scan. And it will queue MetaMask. MetaMask will drop down and it will queue the tokens. And you can choose to add the tokens that you want. Keep in mind if they're scam tokens that like dust attacks, you've been dropped. There's tokens that you don't recognize and don't freaking add them. And even if you do, if you make the mistake, just don't interact with them. You'll be all right, I believe. And so that was really fast. Like in about, in like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, I was able to scan and it added all my stuff. Now, keep in mind, it's just going to add your liquid stuff in your wallet. So if you have Hex stakes or you have, like your eFiat staked, you have your Hedron or Icosa staked, it's not going to find that. We're going to need those front ends, and those developers will have those available, sometime here, I imagine relatively quickly. So don't worry about that stuff. This is just your liquid stuff that you're holding in your wallet. I hope that's helpful. Cool. I saw one. Where is that comment? Somebody said that they were seeing good deals. Switchkill 65. If you guys are seeing deals, where are they at? I'm not seeing anything that I'd want to like pull the trigger on. I'd love to know what you guys are seeing and what you feel like is a good deal.
I'll tell you what's getting close right now is 1 hex to Pulse X is 1 hex will get you 392 Pulse X. For me, a deal on Pulse X would be 1 hex to 500. So we are getting closer to where I want to be on the Pulse X. And then Pulse 1 hex will get you 102 Pulse. For me, it's not a good enough deal. I want a minimum of 200.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think our Hex, like Corey has said this a number of times, he thinks that Hex might be the first one to go do like 100, 1,000, potentially a second 10,000 X. And I think do you want to bet against Richard on Hex? I don't know, man. That's his first child.
That's his baby, bro. Like, man, it's going to be – Hex is going to reach $1 very quickly over on Pulsechain. I feel really strong about that.
See, and that might be the freaking trade, because if it gets to parity, like let's just talk parity. If it gets to parity pretty quick –
oh, my word, dude.
I mean, that might be the swap. That might be the swap. It might make a lot more sense to just wait. I think that's kind of where I'm leaning for the most part. Yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, the really juicy deals of you getting Pulse or Pulse X can come later down the road.
Right.
If we're assuming, I mean, man, everyone in Pulsechain loves Hex, and these Hexicans are going to be buying up Hex like crazy on the Pulse side. And so, I mean, you can really use that to your advantage if you're trying to look for a big bag of Pulse.
Yeah, Philip says he's hesitant to swap his Hex. He likes his.
Yeah, but hey, bro, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
What do you think, Money Game? What do you think about the Hex?
I kind of forced myself not to put myself in a position where I had to make a choice over
for
the
you.
tokens.
Okay.
So
Did you just
I
stake yours?
yeah, so I put a lot in like either stakes or the perpetuals.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
so that was kind of where I put myself, and I was like, okay, do I want to keep this bag liquid? And then I kind of I kind of was wanting to increase my Icosa bag. There was an opportunity to buy Icosa at a bit of a dip and become a fairly decent shark. And I was like, okay, well, I have liquid hex and it's swapping pretty well for the Icosa, and I ended up swapping for it.
Nice.
So the yield on that was like, okay, I'm gonna take that yield, I'm gonna use that and have fun with that. And so I kind of forced myself from making this hard decision of what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of dry powder as well ready, so I'm kind of like, I know what I need to get. I need to get some more pulse, but then at the same time, it's going to be very, very hard to be like, maybe not, because hex is discounted, and you've got a multi-billion-dollar market maker who loves
I'm
hex
telling you, bro.
so much.
Right.
So how can you bet
Oh,
against
dude.
it?
Hey,
And
I'll
I'm
tell
not
you,
gonna.
man, I really, really am surprised on how quickly the sharks and the whales are protecting the hex price on the Ethereum side.
It looks
Yeah.
good.
It is amazing, bro. Amazing. And that just now I know that we literally are getting a 2-for-1 with the whole ecosystem.
We are, yeah, we are getting a 2-for-1, and they really are protecting it because of just the way that it's reacted, right? Like, I'm looking at the minute chart now, and it's,
man, people got wrecked selling that all the way down. Though they sold it down to 1.7 cents, which was the last capitulation price for Hex. So it got sold down to there. Whoever was selling it down to there got wrecked, man. That's
so did you guys see the confession from Buck?
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
he was
in the
today.
Twitter.
So I didn't catch the full grasp of it, but the story is right.
got it, yeah.
He just wanted to. He was selling off his side, right? Am I correct?
He just said so. That's not all his hex. That was only a portion of his hex, right? And so it was around 23 million hex. And what he said was that he was quite certain this morning. And this is like 4 a.m, dude. When I was in the Twitter, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah,
I couldn't sleep, bro. Like I was going crazy, and I got a 2-hour nap today. Thank God. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep tonight either. But I saw that market order go through. It was around like 3 a.m. or something crazy, and he admitted it in the Twitter. He's like, "Hey, that 23 million was me." He goes, "I wanted to rebalance my portfolio. I believe that the snapshot or the fork has not happened yet, but I'm willing to take the chance to front run everybody else of dropping this down to 2 cents. So I wanted to get some economic energy out while we're still at 6 cents, and for me, it's worth it." And so he was fully transparent in why he did it. And then Identity Block was in the Twitter. And you know how, I don't know if you know Identity Block and how, like,
he loves the wallet dig, right?
They started going out it, and I mean, they were cussing at each other, and they were just, I mean, it was
why would you, like, so let's say that you were in that position, like, why would you admit that you were the dumper? Is that a doxed wallet? Like, I don't know.
Oh, it's doxed now, yeah. Supposedly he's got.
Well, it is now, but was it before?
No, I don't. Unless
So
it was.
I'm not sure. But you know, he likes to brag about how he always admits when he's going to buy or sell. I remember when he was in the Twitter rooms talking about he was going to start buying Hex when it hit 2 cents again, back when we were capitulating. And so he's always been very transparent. And that was the one thing that Identity Block really got pissed off about, because he's like, man, back in the Pulsechain chat room when the liquid loan sacrifice was going on, you were dumping your Hex at 30 cents and you were fudding everyone out of their bags. And he's like, no, bro, I was being completely transparent with everybody that I was dumping my Hex at 30 cents. And so that way I could go into the liquid loan sacrifice. And it was just it was hilarious, man. It's very entertaining this morning, to say the least.
Those freaking perpetuals, man. There's no liquidity with those things.
No,
That's one of the
zero
things I wish I
liquidity,
could
man.
take back. That's
Yeah, you're not getting nothing
quality
out of that.
contract.
No,
I
you're
F
not
that
going to be
deal
able
up.
to, man. You have to be in it for the time that you choose to
The
Yeah.
biggest play was getting in there early and grabbing the stable coin liquidity out. That was the biggest play, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That was
Yeah.
the play. And a lot of the guys are saying now, yeah, they're saying, can you enable and swap? It's just so busy. People are getting stuck. So I don't. It'll
Yeah,
be
I
tricky.
told my brother who was getting stuck to put aggressive with the gas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. How was the maybe you talked about this before, Money Gang, but how was the event tonight? Was that fun?
Oh man, it's tomorrow, bro.
We're
not even there, man. We're not even there.
Oh, I was like,
Yo,
perfect.
this is the craziest part,
Bro, you're
Yeah,
gonna be
so-
so wrecked. You're so wrecked too.
man.
You can sleep when you're dead, man.
Mate, I honestly I'm thinking
Oh.
about it, and I'm meant to be I'm gonna be staying there a couple days. I'm meant to go. I've got breakfast with Silver in
Cool.
London, and then after that, I've got to meet up.
Is he
I was
cool in
just
real life? Have you met him before?
It's first time, man. First time I'm
Okay.
meeting
He
him in
seems
real
like a
life.
cool
so,
guy.
so yeah, it'll be interesting to have a conversation with him and have a little chat. And then because he's shooting off. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this on stream, but yeah, he's going to be shooting off at some point. So that's the plan. And the worst thing is there's a massive train strike in the UK right now to get into London. So I'm gonna have to take the early one anyway. It's not like I got much choice because they're doing limited service runs. So I got to take a quick train into Central, and I've just gone. Well, it's launched at 1:30 in the morning. I finished work around 2:30 in the morning, and now I'm on stream till 3:46 in the morning. So it's nearly 4 o'clock. So I'm just gonna have a coffee, take a shower, pack my bag, and go. Like stuff this, like
Just go for it.
You guys talking about Pulsechain and everything going on will have your adrenaline going so much for the event. You'll make it through.
I see. He's also in the green room, huh? Sammy, you need to connect either a microphone or a camera, preferably the microphone, if you want to come in. I see you come in the private chat, I think, as well. Can we ask some questions here about Pulsechain? Of course you can.
Let's do it.
You need to connect your microphone or connect something. I'm a kid of 16, no problem, Sammy, but I need you to connect your microphone first, bro. So maybe come back out or check your settings and then sort out your microphone, okay?
Oh, your hex ratio to Pulsex just hit your range there if you want a 1 to 500.
Oh no, here we go.
Drop
Don't
back
do
down.
this. Don't do this. Don't do
What's
this.
the pulse? Let's see.
Oh no.
It was there for just a second, and then
I'm showing 1 to 457. It's been going back and forth, but it's slowly climbing up that way. I'm gonna let it continue. I feel like a lot of plebs are dumping their hex, and they're gonna continue to do so all the way up to the bridge. So I'm gonna give it a little more time, man. But there it is, 503. 1 hex to 503.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy, man. Let me have a look at this.
Look at this, 1 hex to 144 pulse. It's climbing, bro. I'm telling you.
Hold on.
Their hex.
Oh my gosh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna have too much fun with this now.
Oh god, bro. Because I mean,
let's see the ratio, man. 1 pulse hex.
Back up to 125. Yeah, I mean, I get over 200 pulse per hex, then I might be considering to let go some of my bag.
It'd be nice to. I'd like to. I mean, when Corey and I have talked about it, we went in on a validator computer. It'd be nice to have a handful of validators.
It would be like 5 each would be cool.
Yeah,
it would be really nice to be able to okay, we got 5 at the bare minimum. 10 would be even better. But I mean, that would be, yeah, like Motley.
Freaking Motley.
That's like
all
Motley, bro.
Oh.
Guys,
even the price of the I'm looking at pulse for PulseX and vice versa, and it's moving. It's going down like it just went down to like 3.4, and then it's gone back up. It's gone up to 4.08 now.
Yeah,
and
the
it's moving
volatility is insane.
Yeah.
If you could
Man,
see this in candles, can you imagine, dude? If you feel like
That's what I'm saying. That pair might be juicy to put up a little liquidity, man.
it would, Dane.
I'm tempted.
Oh my gosh!
It would, Dane. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Maybe
I'm really tempted now. You know. Oh, maybe I should just wait for bridge, man. This is the problem. You get too excited and you want to just.
So 1 pulse equals 3.72 pulse X, which
Yeah.
was anticipated. I
That's
didn't
what I'm
get
saying, and the ratio is like holding relatively in that range so far.
for that pair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys get in there quick enough to get a close to 1-to-1? I didn't.
On the Pulse to Pulse X?
Yeah.
I saw it for just a little bit. It was close, but I didn't like have enough pulse to, there wasn't enough liquidity for it to do much. And I was playing with it, trying to like find an amount that I wanted to do. And by the time I was like done trying to figure it out, it had
already
like
had
103. Yeah,
it ran against you. Yeah.
Man, but initially it was freaking. I saw it. It was 1 pulse could get you like 4,000 pulse X. For just like a small blip. I don't think anybody saw that actual order, but it was there. I saw it in the pool.
Can you imagine
in the pair?
Even if you even did a couple, like 1 million pulse, like
been wild.
Like, dude.
That's insane. That would be insane, right? 1 for 1.
That would have been the play of the century.
Man, to sneak straight in, right? Like and get a few million pulse. Oh my god.
That would have been the play of the century, bro.
And I'm seeing Matador, just real quick. You go app.pulsex.com and you'll see /swap, and that's where you're gonna be able to see it.
Yeah.
Be careful before you click that button. Be careful, bro. Don't press nothing too quickly, you know, because it is moving like seconds.
It is wild.
Like that.
It is absolutely wild. It's so much fun to watch, man.
Oh man, you can load can you load the chart data with it as well?
I'm gonna go do this pool. Let's freaking do it.
Are you gonna do the pool, Dane?
I'm gonna.
Oh, Dane.
Because it's not that much. Like it's not a huge amount that I can even do in the pool, anyways. I think I might as well, because now's the time. Like if you want to do it. I think those ratios will stay relatively close to pulse.
It just went up to 4.23, and then it's just dropped down to 407. 1 pulse to 1 pulse X.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna pick up mad fees and the incentive token.
Oh damn! You're 3.9. Oh, it's moving so quickly, guys. The data can't even load on the charts. Like no point.
Oh, it's wild.
It's insane. Nearly 1% of all pulse X has been burnt from the liquidity pool.
Let's even go. It's only been a few hours.
0.72 billion burnt. Like,
yeah.
Fucking mental, man. And this is, you know what? This could be really, really insane, right? Like this burn mechanism, buy and burn mechanism could be insane.
I really think we're underestimating it, and I think K4K really kind of discovered and hit the nail on the head with that one. Even though people were saying he was wrong, man, watch. It's going to be impressive.
How much was it? How many billions did they say?
So with 0.72
billion,
billion,
so not quite a billion.
What stack rate? What is that?
0.73 billion burn. Like straight off the bat. So I'm looking at the burn right now. Holy, let's have a look at the info.
It's wild. Yeah. Is it displaying? Can you see the data?
Yeah. So if you go on
this is too just I gotta get into this pool. This is I gotta capture this.
Holy man, what the heck?
Everyone can see me. I'm documenting me on stream, and I'll let you know if I F this up or not.
I might be right behind you, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
I might be right behind you. You know, I'm a sucker
90
for good yield.
I am too.
Right, Randy going 90 billion in pools, 72 billion, 73 billion, 0.73. That's what, 730 million? Right? Am I correct in saying that?
720 million would be 0.7. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but it's actually just gone up to 73. So yeah, 730 million that's been burned. And that will probably change in a minute. Like, what the fuck?
A buy and burn might be pretty.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, what happens when the dollar amounts come in, right? Where we start to see the buy working up, and how much, you're probably not going to see that crazy. Even if we do the numbers, we're not going to see until there's like a dollar value that's attached to it, where we're going to see that massive kind of buy function come up. But then, how much money gets brought in when the bridge opens, right? Like,
Right.
how much money comes across? Most of us are thinking about it already, like Portal X swap or putting something across straight away. So how much have people had on the sidelines that are going to come across? Like, I don't know. From the looks of it, I think there's loads of money that's coming across.
I agree, man. I'm with you. And these gas fees are practically free. Oh, it's beautiful. Just freaking beautiful.
Look at this. Let's have a look. I'm gonna go back onto the on the info. My info's not even loading. It's just being so slow. I don't know about
maybe,
you guys.
Maybe it won't even let me put into the pool.
7.5, man. 750 million burnt. It's just gone up.
That's insane.
Oh my gosh.
We'll do 1 billion today, I think.
Yes.
Oh, easy, right? We're already like almost 80%.
This is not test. That's the insane part. This is not testnet numbers. This is mainnet. This is what the heck. This is mainnet, guys. What the? Can I
want to initiate buy and burn.
Yeah. So if you pop on go on to next to earn goes to burn, and then you'll see it, and you'll just see the number keep going up. Total Pulsex burn 0.75 billion. Just had 5 failing transactions. Oh man. And I would show you guys on stream, but I'm not going to dox my wallet. So.
Right.
Oh, man.
53 of you watching right now. I know you guys. Sneaky motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the buy and burn. I did it.
Got it.
Yeah.
You just burnt some?
I didn't get much, as a reward.
0.76. 0.76 now.
Yeah, I just did that one.
Nice.
Holy. Oh my gosh, man. This is insane.
It is so insane, bro. Richard's the fucking GOAT, dude.
Oh man.
Richard is the GOAT.
And we haven't even got dollar values coming in just yet. Like, oh my goodness.
I had a call with one of our students in our group, and he's newer to the group. He's not sophisticated, and he's like, "Dang, I had this conversation with this guy. He made 5 million in crypto, and then he lost 3.5, and he said he doesn't like Richard." And I'm like, bro, like, so I'm trying to verbalize to him why I have so much conviction. And by the end of it, he's like, "Yeah, you're right." And I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, if you just listen, I think this is going to be the wildest decision of your life. And so he's on it. That's kind of fun.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, how many times has he been doubted, right? And it's just
it's nuts.
Pulse to hex ratio is really volatile. Where's the did you guys see as well, right? Like Pulsechain mainnet is live. My Life is Awesome is doing a Twitter space, and guess who's trying to get in it, right? It's good old Jack Levin's trying to jump in, and
of course he is.
Get gotta steal his stuff, man. Yeah,
trying to ride the wave. Fair enough. I mean, I really like the idea. He's just said that he's doing Zen, and he's doing so the copy of Zen will be Richard Zen, and then he's going to do another Zen on
I
Pulsechain.
redeploying the contract. Yeah, I saw
So
that.
we're gonna have two now. Are they gonna honor the old Zen that we have the copy of?
I think he was saying it was like Bitcoin Classic.
Yeah,
ETH Classic, and then
ETH
there will be
Classic.
the new one. Dude, if that guy has an opportunity to deploy more contracts, he's about it. It's just
Bro,
like
that's all he does, dude. I swear,
Yeah,
every other
stop.
week there's a new contract he's deploying
Yes.
somewhere on some chain. It's
I'm
insane.
gonna call coffee right now. Let's see. You still coming to go tomorrow? Yeah, I am. Well,
Damn,
yes.
350 people in the Pulsechain chat room. I've never seen it that high.
Wow.
Get on stream now. I'm gonna try and get coffee in right now.
Yeah, come in. That'd
heck-
be cool.
Hex Turbo, you should be getting on stream as well. Actually, let me call Crypto Stylist because she'll be. Just gonna call. Do you guys want to hear it on speaker?
Sure.
Yeah, put them on, man.
I'm gonna do the buy and burn again. I'm gonna sit
Hey,
all night.
by the way, you're on stream right now, so I'm just gonna tell you you're on loudspeaker.
Okay, I'm on stream, so I won't say anything controversial.
Not too controversial.
Alice, feel it. We want the goods.
Oh my god, we did it! It's freaking here! I can't believe it.
Can you guys hear it, by the way?
Yes.
Myself every 30 seconds, like it's here.
I-
It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's crazy.
It's
We did
crazy. It's crazy.
This is history in the making right now.
Ugh,
We could talk about this forever.
for years.
Our grandkids,
Years.
kids,
It's-
we were a
ugh.
part of this.
Insane,
It's
isn't it?
unreal. Yeah, it's absolutely it's incredible. It's emotional. It's
I
unreal.
gotta jump out to get these ports figured out. I might be back. If not, though,
Hope
we'll
people show
we'll
up
see you guys
tomorrow.
soon.
They're gonna be sitting at home looking at their computers, but I think they should come out and celebrate. And
I think you guys
So
should jump on
proud.
stream with us, right? Because we're live right now. You should jump on stream.
oh, you are. Send me the link, and I'll see if yeah.
Wake him up.
Maybe I'll jump on and I'll call Coffee and see if he's awake and get him to jump on.
Wake him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is up. I can't call him directly for some reason, but yeah, wake
It's
him up. I'll
okay.
send you the link right
Send
now.
me the link, okay?
100%.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. There you go. Live conversations coming to you from Stylish. She's gonna go wake up Coffee. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh man, this is insane, man.
Super exciting, man. Holy crap. Yeah, the buy and burn's fun. I'm not getting a whole lot out of it, but you get a little bit. It's like a little drip.
So are you just like burning some PulseX to
Yep, you manually burn the Pulse X, and then you get a reward for doing so.
let's
I'm
get
going to
this
do it
out.
again. I'm going to calculate exactly how much I'm receiving.
Let's get him. I'm gonna chuck through Refinance to see if he wants to come on as well. Let's just chuck that across.
Let's see how much I'm receiving next time I do this. Yeah, get a bunch of them on tonight, man. That'd be a blast.
Sloth, send that to Axis Alive as well.
Oh, bro, please get him on, dude. That would I would love to hear him talk about how the hex price, the chart reacted to the whole event. You know what I mean? Where he was kind of predicting. I mean, he kind of called the whole thing, dude. Like
He did. He really
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
So I would love to hear.
Shame Somi doesn't jump on streams as well. That's kind of.
Oh, my friend saw me.
Yeah. Is Halas? Can we get Randy on as well?
Yeah, hit him up. He might hop on.
Yeah.
All right, how much did I receive in the buy and burn? Am I going to be up all night doing this? Let's see if it's worth it.
Bro, I'm definitely gonna be. Oh
my god, bro! I've never been so freaking happy in my life.
Oh, mate, it's insane, man. One hex for 570 PLSX. Okay, let's have a look what's been going on. So, guys, in the interim, whilst we've been doing that, so 800 million Pulse X has just been burnt. By the way, so that's crazy. And then let's have a look at the trade ratio right now. So one Pulse X is currently 4.06 Pulse X.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at one Pulse to what we trading? One hex to Pulse X. Let's have a look at that. One hex is trading around about 451 for Pulse X. For Pulse, it's about 143 Pulse for one.
Okay, it's right under where I consider it to be an okay deal, not like a smoking deal, but for me an okay deal. Not that I will pull the trigger. Yeah, I'm gonna give it time because I feel like it's moving more and more that direction, and we got 24 to 48 hours before the bridge comes in, and I just feel like the plebs are gonna keep swapping their hex.
They are. They really are.
And so, like, maybe right before that bridge comes in, we might have a real opportune or a very amazing opportunity to, yeah, let's see.
Have you guys seen the ink token, by the way, the actual logo for the ink token? How dope is that? The incentive token.
Yeah. Oh, the logo.
Yeah. It's amazing.
The logo is sick.
Fully green, kind of hex looking with an X in the middle. Well, that's that. Coffee is sleeping. Okay.
He missed Pulsechain launch. That's hilarious.
I think he was on his phone and he was like checking it out because he just liked a few tweets that we put out. I basically put something up saying, "Watch all the fucktards come out." Sorry guys, there's gonna be a stream where I use some language. Watch all of them come out the woodwork talking about Pulsechain. But yeah, man, this is crazy.
Oh,
this is absolutely crazy. It's trending. Pulse and Pulse X is trending. Richard Hart was right. It's trending.
Absolutely.
Is trending.
The haters can freaking eat it, man. They can eat it. Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. Yo, your friend Sommy's just put something up, and I'll put it out there whilst we got it. Whilst we got it on the stream here, he's just put. I just heard a terrible story from the Pulsechain chat room. Some guy added PUSDC liquidity by himself, and then swapped his Pulse into USDC, which is worth 0. So he's effectively lost his whole Pulse bag, and now asking for help to rotate it back.
He swapped his Pulse into the USDC copy pair, or the copy. Is what he did.
He created basically his own PUSDC liquidity. Then he swapped his Pulse into that, which was worth 0.
Absolutely worth 0. Gosh. I hope it wasn't a large bag.
Oh my goodness, this is bad, man. That is horrendous. But then that's like joking around and playing around, right? Like that's like, you know, it's like getting your inheritance and then just deciding to put it all on black, right?
It really was, dude.
Black or red.
That's why hopefully it wasn't like an extremely large amount. I mean, geez. Oh
yeah, guys, you got to be careful. Be careful. Yeah. Turbo, oh man, I want to get Turbo in. Crypto Stylist, like, I'm going to bed. I was like, all right, fair enough. We'll stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be ruined. It's fine, whatever. We're good. We're good. We'll coffee and modafinil will do the trick. We'll be fine.
Oh, so exciting.
Guys, if you got questions, put some questions in the start with small transactions, guys. Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
1 hex equals 4 DAI. I think New World Disorder just said. How do we make the best money from Pulse? I have loads of Pulse X. Good question, man. I think, you know, you want to be looking to get some of that Pulse, but we have time, right? This is the FOMO stage. This is where everyone's going crazy, and there's going to be some massive dips, man. And you know, if you could have ratio traded right at the very beginning where it's 1-for-1, well, amazing. That would have been great. You could have traded some of your Pulse X for the Pulse, but it's one of those things where you don't want to be doing. I'm not comfortable trading 4 Pulse X for 1 Pulse.
I'm not comfortable doing 3-to-1, even though the market says that's where it's kind of where it's at. For me, it's just not a gamble that I'm willing to take, because that's just saying that long term. Pulse is going to be times better than your Pulse X if you're going to make that trade. unless you're planning on trading it back and doing some ratio, you could do something like that. But for me, I just like the idea of sitting in my hands here as much as possible. Like I said, if I see Hex give me a really good deal, I buy extra Hex before the fork with the anticipation I might be able to get some swapping done with that. But where the issues are right now with Hex, I'm not happy enough to let go any of my Hex. I feel like how you alluded to, we're going to have plenty of opportunity after the bridge comes in. We're still in a bear market. The Fed's still raising the interest rates. We're going to have our own little miniature bull market. As long as you pay it and have a good DCA strategy, you're going to get yourself you'll get yourself a good bag of pulse. Don't worry about it. We have plenty of time. This is brand new. You guys are in on the ground floor. This is history in the making right here, man. I am never been so excited in my entire freaking life. This is amazing, man. Oh my God.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, be very careful the decisions you make, though, right now. Please.
Yeah.
This is the time. In the story we just heard, we're going to hear dozens of those stories here in the next coming week or two when people are starting to talk about their experience when the forecast it'll start coming out of the woodwork, and we're going to hear horror stories left and right. It's just going to be it's going to be unfortunate.
Yeah, you really, really need to be careful, what you're going to be doing. I mean, that just hearing that back is so stupid. I don't understand why people, why anyone would even think about doing that kind of. That just sounds like someone who's playing around and they're just joking around, thinking it's still testnet. It's not testnet, guys. It's mainnet. This is live. This is
right.
irreversible. Once it's done on the blockchain, it's done on the blockchain. That's it, guys. So
this is real money now. Yeah,
it's real money. It's real money. Yeah,
this is
Is not
like
testnet shit.
Even if you're playing around with a small part of your bag, that's still a small part of your bag. That's real money. I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm not providing liquidity yet. I'm going to see how Dane's experience is here in the next hour or so.
New World Disorder saying, I tried to swap Hex for ASIC now. The transaction is stuck.
Are you talking about on Pulsechain, New World Order, or on Ethereum chain? Because the Ethereum chain, there was some really sneaky stuff going on with the liquidity pools on the Pulse Bitcoin, ASIC, and Pulse Dogecoin, and now the price has been absolutely butchered. It's just there's almost nothing left. It's really sucks. So I haven't tried it on Pulsechain. I was going to exit out my Ethereum side, just keep my Pulsechain side. But I don't even know if I'm going to do that on the Ethereum side now. There's nothing left, so I don't know if it's worth it. It is what it is. You win some, lose.
What else we got here? How much is one pulse in DAI? I can check that out real quick for you guys and see. Oswald really said, people need to start respect owning and holding core positions. 100%, guys. This is, this is really, really important. Most of you ain't seeing the price of it right now, right? And so once we see that price come in, someone asked when the bridge is going to be open, probably 48 hours from now.
Yep, 24 to 48 hours is what we know from Richard Hart. So I hope closer to the 24-hour range so we can get to the main event. But and guys, if you see other bridges before then, don't use them. Wait for Richard Hart's bridge. I'm sure there's going to be other bridges that people have built and going to put up. The problem is we know that bridges are one of the biggest contract risks in crypto, aka Solana. How many times it's been hacked? And that's because of the bridge. So there's a reason why Richard Hart's forking this particular bridge is because it's never been hacked. The code is pretty, it's flawless for the most part. And so let's wait for his bridge before we go and try to bring in new money.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. What else have we got here? Stuck with an approved hex spending cap. Any ideas? A lot queued up now.
With hex spending. Once again, are you on Pulsechain or are you on Ethereum? Probably Pulsechain. You could try.
Do a fast ones.
Yeah, you could try increasing the gas, or if it's like an
I was gonna
Ethereum
say
chain, if I get stuck in a transaction on Ethereum chain, I'll do a nonce send to myself where it will knock the transaction out.
yeah, that could be a way. Junid saying, I think it's best to sit on the bag you have right now with the Pulse X we have from Sakia.
Yeah,
wait for
I'm
some
going to agree with that.
for clarity
100%.
and discovery. Are we expecting a big pump for Hex before the bridge? Let's have a look at the charts, guys, because I'll quickly grab the TradingView charts and just see where we're at in terms of price wise. But I think we're seeing a
Hex is at 3.2 cents.
Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful, in my opinion.
We had a massive big sell. We had a massive big sell, literally.
We did
3 o'clock, and then boom, it's kind of pumping back up. Have you seen the
drawn
liquidity
6
as well?
zeros, 9.5, which is not too bad.
That's very good.
50% off the this morning. Icosa 0.27, which is basically 50% off from this morning. So the ecosystem's holding up, in my opinion, really well, guys. On the side, this is like super long-term bullish.
Oh my
Super
goodness.
bullish.
The gas fees are insane. I don't know
on
if you've
Ethereum?
seen. No, on Pulsechain, man. Like
Oh,
1.7 pulse
it makes
for
sense.
gas.
And
Whoa,
brother,
of course,
like
yeah.
a half a pulse in his wallet, and I thought he had enough, and I had to send him 100 pulse to get some transactions to get out of his stable coin, and yeah, I mean everyone's on the chain. It's,
Has anyone used free? I'm gonna change my. Let me just change my wallet and connect with this one on Pulsechain. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try freepulse.io. Yeah, everyone knows that.
we tried it earlier.
Any good or not?
Nah, I'm still on V4 or V3.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, a lot of people can just go get some gas there.
Because there's no, he didn't put up a faucet on the chain.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was no faucet, unfortunately. Maybe we see it.
Yeah, I maybe in the next couple of days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure
exactly.
how he's gonna do it.
It's.
We'll get to see if the faucets are really true, huh?
Yeah, right. Like Repulse IO, that could be pretty exciting if they get it up and going and they keep it going for a little while. That could be very exciting. And the idea is they created a casino inside the protocol to help pay for and keep the free pulse going, which is could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars if you're sitting there and draining from the faucet every day in the future, right? It's insane.
Oh man,
you hear about those Bitcoin faucets, back from the early days,
money, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Bitcoin faucets that I heard of, man. It was insane.
Yeah. Can you imagine, dude? If you were participating in that and then you held, God.
Well, even recently, right? Like, do you hear about the Uniswap airdrop and how much that was worth? I think it was Uniswap or Cake. I can't remember.
Well, Uniswap was aggressive. I know, like Randy's talked about it. He cashed out it was like 40K, bro.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah. It was worth. I've got it written down here. So at the time, the airdrop was 400 Uni tokens, and that was about $1,500 at the time of the airdrop. And that went up like at the all-time high. That was about 20K.
Wow.
USD.
If you have multiple wallets, that it's jeez. Only in crypto, this is the only asset class that gives you free money.
100%.
This is the only asset class. You don't see this in real estate. You don't see this in the stock market.
No, you don't. You don't. And that's the thing. I mean, everything is you know, they say that money doesn't grow on trees, but essentially you are kind of creating it in code, right?
Yeah,
Essentially that's what you got.
it's really bananas, man.
Let's see the comments real quick. I have a big sacrifice pulse bag. Just wondering if anyone knows what one pulse is worth. Give it 2 days and you'll find out. But we get
Yeah.
a basic idea from the ratios that it's definitely worth more than Pulse X, and yeah,
Yeah, we won't
it's
know
sort of
until that bridge comes in.
rough. I've just seen 1 to 4.6. That's insane, right? And it's just dropped down of 1 to
Yeah.
4.2.
No bueno for that. That's not for me.
No, I'm good. I'm good on that side of things. New World Disorder. We had a bad actor. The liquidity is low, but has many solid investors. I'm one of them with the Pulse Bitcoin ASIC pairing. Yeah.
Yeah, but that liquidity really, I mean, I was planning on exiting on the Ethereum chain, my Pulse Bitcoin and ASIC position. I'm going to keep the Pulse chain side because I mean, I believe that Pulse Bitcoin was created for Pulse chain.
Yeah.
So that's where I come from. And I was going to use some of that economic energy from the Ethereum side to bridge over in the future. And unfortunately, there's not much there to extract. So it is what it is. You know, you're going to win some and lose some in this game.
Yeah, you definitely will. I wasn't expecting Hex to dump that bad. Yeah, I mean,
I think it did great.
yeah, I think it's held up really well. Like really well.
This is guys, we got a copy, and the O chain is holding up about 50% of the value. That's amazing.
When you think about, we don't know the price currently of Hex on Pulse Chain just yet, but yeah, there was a lot of narratives in the community. Obviously, it was like, okay, well, if if the liquidity gets bonded, then you'll probably see similar prices on both chains, etc. But yeah, for it to dump off only on the Ethereum chain by half, that's kind of
so
suggesting
foolish.
positive, very positive, very very positive.
Yeah.
And then who's not to say that we see that price kind of return or go towards that mark as people see the opportunity of it, right? Half price
Exactly
on ETH. Yeah, we'll see. When is the fiat on ramp? Roughly, the OX Coast hasn't really. That was the one I was kind of relying on or thinking about. Now I'm thinking of changing my strategy and bridging stuff across. But let's see. We'll see. I don't know. Probably the worry I have is that the fiat on ramp is not going to be ready for the all-time lows, which I presume is going to be about 60 to 90 days in. Yeah, maybe before that, but that's where my DCA strategy is going to be from. So I'm worried that it's going to be quite difficult to bring fresh capital on. Probably have to bridge it across. I'm not sure. I don't know. Have you got any suggestions on that?
On the bridging across, yeah, 120%. Because we just don't know when that's going to be ready to go. Also, we're going to have our own native stable coins. We don't know when beyond OX Coast, like Liquidlands, we're going to have their stable coin, the USDL, and then the Power City stable coin. But that will also be for probably about 30 days, roughly minimum. They want to make sure the chain, the assets in the chain are kind of, the volatility comes down a little bit before they put the vaults up for people can put the money in. So yeah, I think the Pulse ramp is going to be the main play.
Yeah. Pulse ramp is the main play. I'd be interested to see how quickly Portal X Swap implement it.
2 weeks is what I heard. And here's the thing with I like OX Coast, nothing wrong, guys, and I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. It's going to bring adoption, right? But right now, I can go into trust tokens for me here in the States. I mint my stable coins right in my wallet, and if I use Portal X and say I take my PUSD from Trust Token, I use Portal X, and I go into like an LUSD or whatever Power City stablecoin is. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like PXLD. And I bypass the fee. I'll pay gas by using the Portal X. I bypass OX's coast fee because they're going to charge you 4% if you're not staking Hex in their protocol. And then if you're staking Hex in their protocol, you can get all the way down to 1%.
Right.
So Trust Token doesn't charge me anything. They're free.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like that. New World Disorder, I strongly supports it. We flushed out the bad actors. Shill made a new group, leaving him out. He dumped to start his own Khan project.
I know, yeah, the Karn project. God, I never liked that project when it was coming out, and I was not an advocate of it.
Is that Gunther we're talking about, or who we speaking to?
No, Gunther didn't create that. There was another individual, a dev in the community that created the Karn project. Man, it was just one big giant Ponzi inside this. Like, I saw it right away. I'm like, this thing's not gonna last, and of course it didn't. And it is what it is.
Everyone is currently trading P-Hex for Pulse or Pulsex for Pulse ratio. But what do you think about the current P-Hex to Pulse ratio?
I'll just tell you what I'm looking for, guys, before I even think about making a move on my Hex to Pulse. If I get one Hex that equals 200 Pulse or better, obviously, then I would think about making that deal. Right now, it's one Hex to 109 Pulse, so I'm not even considering it. For Pulse X, I would start thinking about doing the deal for one Hex to 500 Pulse X, and when I start to consider that deal. And then vice versa, if we could see where it's like 30 Pulse or 50 Pulse X per Hex, then I would start thinking about going the other way. But I didn't even see that. It might have happened in the very beginning, but I haven't seen that get close. So it's been hanging out in the area for me where it's not a deal way, which is fine. It just forced me to sit on my hands and wait for the bridge to come in, maybe, and then start dry powder, man, because then we know where we're starting from, right? Like, it's an easy. We like, oh, we're getting it for a decimal, 3 zeros and a 3. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make that buy, right? It's like, yeah, it's a lot easier to know where you stand with your money than this.
Instead of having to set up a stupid pool and then trade in all your posts for something that's got no value whatsoever.
Basically a counterfeit dollar. That's what the copies were. They were just they're worth nothing, and that really, really sucks, man. I don't know why somebody would set that pool up. You want to set the pool up when you bridge over the wrapped USDC. Then you could set that pool up, and that would be a nice, healthy LP pair, which is kind of crazy because LP is advanced in the first place. Somebody that would create a pair with the copy USDC, man, that boggles my brain, because LPN is more of an advanced strategy to start with. And then now they're doing it with a copied USDC. Like, what? Who is this guy? It makes no sense. It's really weird. And maybe he's just joking around. Maybe he just did a little bit of his bag, and then he's going in the Pulsechain chat room just talking shit. I don't know. It's like, who knows
let's have a look. We got loads of comments coming in, so I'm just gonna skip through a few of these. Let's go. I can't transact on any of my accounts. Hi, tried to trade Pulsex for Pulsechain. Transaction was approved, but won't swap. Is it too early? You have to adjust your slippage, as Oliver said.
Adjust the slippage and the gas. I went an aggressive. I went aggressive on the gas for every transaction I did. But if you're trying to swap Pulsex to Pulse, their ratio right now is like a 1. What is it?
1 to 3.8. Pulse for Pulsex, is that what you're asking, or Pulsex for Pulse?
What was it? I don't remember his question.
It's he was saying trying to trade Pulsex for Pulsechain. So yeah, it's about 4. It's coming up at 3.99 Pulsex for 1 Pulse.
For me, that's a bad deal.
That's a terrible deal for me, man. I can't do
up to you. I mean, obviously it's your money. If you feel like that
Oh, 5.8. It's just jumped up to 5.8.
So that
Like
means
seconds.
Pulsechain has to 5.8 times, do 5.8 times better in the long run for that trade to make sense for you on your money. And
And now
I
it's
just
gone
don't buy
4.8.
that.
Yeah. No, I don't buy it at all. Yeah, look, this is crazy, man. Like, look how crazy, and that's seconds. Seconds, it's moving like this. This is the problem with trading ratio, right? Like, it's moving in seconds. 4.31 now.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I might hit the buy and burn button a few more times tonight, but other than that, I'm chilling.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna chill. And now it's dropped back down 3.88, right? So this is the craziness about it. If you don't have any pulse, you can't participate, right? Yeah, you need pulse for the gas fees, right? And
Yeah,
right,
there's no faucet, unfortunately, guys. I had to send my brother 100 pulse for he could get out of his stable. So unfortunately, there's no. Maybe we'll see it come in, tomorrow or something.
yeah, MFS can't use copies or even bridge because you need pulse for gas. Exactly that, man.
That's correct.
Yeah, you need ghost. You need pulse. Yeah, you just need one pulse. No, not exactly, man, because the price of these transactions are more than just one pulse.
Yeah, it's been very very volatile. Everyone's on the chain right now.
Everyone's gone nuts, man. Yeah,
Everybody who was claiming in the Twitter rooms they're going to sit on their hands. Everyone in the Telegram, I guarantee they're in there swapping around.
Bro, they're all swapping around. I ain't swapped one flipping penny of it. I'm not.
Oh, did you got out of your stable coins though, right? Did you get out of that? Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't touched anything. It's not worth it, man. I feel like if I initiate the transaction anyway, say if we're to go down to where I get say I get 300 pulse chain for a hex, and I were to go initiate that transaction, we have a 10-second block. Like by the time the block goes, is that pricing going to change?
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Like by the time the block goes through, it initiates my transaction, and that's the scary part.
It's just done it again, like 5.2, and then gone down to 4.5. Like this is crazy volatile right now. This is horrible.
Yeah,
I don't know, you guys who are thinking about trading your PulseX for Pulse, man. You're literally you're basically gambling in it, really, to try and get the right ratio.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
In my opinion, none of the ratios right now are favorable. And I've really sat down on testnet and really calculated and tried to figure out what was a good deal to me. Obviously, what a good deal to me is not going to be a good deal to you or anybody else in the chat. But like, I really took time to think about it. With my dollar, like for example, in hex, I know what my hex. I know where I value my hex, and so like, I've really put some thought into it, and I have not seen it. Yeah, I saw PulseX get close to it a couple times, but I'm not pulling the trigger.
OKX said they wanted to list Richard. Randy was saying OKX is one of the top 10 exchanges, so they're wanting to list Pulsechain. If I buy DAI on a CEX now, can I send it to Pulsechain now to bridge when it's open?
You would probably have to send it to the Ethereum mainnet and then bridge it over PulseRamp.
Yeah, through PulseRamp.
Yeah.
I got one hex for 475 pulse.
Yeah, I mean that's like I said. In the area where like I said, I want a 500 or better.
Yeah,
is what I was looking at, and so I'm showing one for 392 right now. Is what I'm showing, and I'm not going to pull the trigger on that. But I feel like if that's where the ratio's at right now, I might be able to wait 12 hours and get even a better deal. I don't know. It's. People are swapping out of their PulseX.
Yeah. I'm seeing Jose. This is Pulsechain Hex, or what we would say officially Hex. So if you're connected to Pulsechain and you're on PulseX, app.pulsex.com doing swaps, that's your P Hex. It's your copied version. It is not your Ethereum side. It is your Pulsechain Hex. So when you swap that is your hex on the Pulsechain copy, right? So if you're swapping that, I mean, be cautious because that You guys were talking about it, right? That we could see massive gains on p-hex. We could see massive gains. I don't know if that's the right terminology now. I guess we have to call e-hex and hex.
Technically, yeah, the hex is supposed to be hex on Pulsechain, and then you have e-hex. You have hex and e-hex. So
yeah,
so we call the OG hex, like the Genesis hex. You got hex and Genesis hex, or hex classic. You know how you have Ethereum and Ethereum classic?
yeah, exactly that.
Hex and hex classic.
We're approaching 1 billion PulseX burn.
Let's
I think
go.
Sleeping Giant. Yeah, man. Let me check that out. Let's see where the burn is at. 0.97. We'll see it on stream, guys. We're gonna see it. You know what? I can dox this wallet because it's I've got a test. I got like a YouTube test wallet, so I'm gonna bring that up on stream. Have I got the RPC settings for that? Connect YouTube test wallet active. Let me get this one out. Disconnect that wallet. Connect the wallet. Yeah. Why not? I can bring this. No. Is that the right one? Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna bring this up. Yeah. So this is my YouTube test one, so I can bring this up on stream. Present. Share screen. Cool, guys. Can you see this? Boom.
Oh, we can, sir.
Let's bring this up. Let's zoom in a little bit. So you'll see this is a YouTube wallet that I have for what's going on. So this is what's going on right now. There we go. There's the figure right there. I don't know if you guys can see it clear enough. Let's go like that. 0.97 billion pulse X burn. And if I
oh my god, guys, look at that. That right there, that's big buyer Barry that you hear K4K talking about all the time. This is why you got to be very careful in swapping out of your Pulse X. I am telling you guys, it could be the biggest mistake in this whole entire journey.
Yes.
Just be careful. I mean, that's so bullish. That's so incredibly bullish.
So bullish. We're talking hours, right? This is what, like hour 3?
It's freaking
What time? 3 hours. In 3 hours,
8:30 here. I'm in Arizona. It's 8:30 here, and it was 5 o'clock. I had just sat down for dinner, and I sat down for dinner, and and we're opening about our dinner, and I see the text from Richard. I didn't even get a chance to eat. I ran back to my room. I was like,
straight away.
I'm not even hungry.
I'm good. I don't need to eat.
No, man.
Let's see the trades, right? Like
yeah, there you go. Show some
you know, this is what we're seeing right now. 3.73 for the and you see how quickly this is moving, guys, right? Like look at this on stream right now. This is boom. We're talking like what, 2 seconds?
Yeah
3 seconds maybe.
That's a no bueno for me.
I'm just not. This is it. This is what we've been talking about, and why it's a real worry. Like, look at as we're talking right now, it's moving up. It's going to probably go above 4. No, it's gone down. You know, so even if you try to position yourself and be like, right, I'm going to snipe this cheap ass PulseX, or I'm going to snipe this position. It's moving so quickly. Let's try another pair, right? So let's do Pulse Hex. Is that a pair we want to do?
Yeah, I like to go the other direction and then put 1 hex up on top to see how many pulse that gives you.
Sorry, guys, 2 seconds.
To give you, there you go. So you got 1 hex will buy you basically 100 pulse. And I had sat down and really crunched the numbers, and for me, I needed to have 200 or above to even consider it.
Yeah.
So it's not. No bueno. Good. I mean, I have dry powder. Bring fresh dry powder in. Save your valuable assets. Remember, guys, we sacrificed for Pulse X. That was a year and a half ago. You waited a year and a half to grab that bag. I get it. Pulse was 2 years ago, and it'd be nice to get some. But bring some new dry powder into the ecosystem. You earn that Pulse X, man. This is that's gold. That's
you do. You have, and this is it. I wonder what the parents like with Pulse X as well. 429-ish.
Yeah,
and you were talking a 500, right?
500 or above. Yep. That's what I would start considering it. Yeah.
This is insane, man. And it's just the movement. It's just the crazy movement. Yeah,
That's what scares me, Money Game, because like you have 10-second blocks. A transaction gets submitted, and it's like it gets picked up by the block. Like I feel like if you're not quick enough. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can set the slippage high, set the way or your aggressive. It's called beats in Pulsechain. Set your beats high, and then you probably can get the transaction done. But man, it scares the crap out of me right now.
You're literally playing with fire, right? Particularly this pair, right? This pair is the one that's really
the worst
moving
one.
the quickest. It's snapping, it's changing in seconds, you know. It's the worst one.
Yeah, agreed.
Look at that, you know, boom, 4. That's probably gonna go up. It could go higher. You remember that game, higher or lower? You ever play that game? Yeah, where you're like where you're trying to choose which card is going to be higher or lower.
Right. Yeah.
This is literally the game you're playing right now.
Right?
Yeah. Let's have a look at the pools as well. I don't know if it's going to load some of the farms. Pulse.
We got that's the one that Dane jumped off to get involved in. I might add a little bit in there. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But look, you get the incentive token right out of the gate. And you're going to earn a bunch of fees.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, that could be a good one, man. This is where you're going to add. This is where you add the LP for. That's where the guy messed up and added the copied USDC to his Pulse, and then they got all
ruined. Yeah,
man. That's a nightmare.
There it is.
There's where you can burn. And if you look down here, the LPs to burn, it will show you an amount. So I don't know how much that's worth. A token amount. So it's only 124 tokens, I guess. Yeah. On one side, the 124, which is probably the PulseX side, 34 Pulse.
That would make sense.
And that's what you can buy and burn. And so you'd get it's almost an insignificant amount. Reward for the gas would be more, but
and that's you can see the ratio, right? That's the ratio of like kind of 1 to 4 mark, right?
Exactly.
You know, 30 to 120. Aldo Ramos with a question in the chat. Sorry to ask, every trade is now real. Yes, every trade is now real, bro.
Yeah.
This is not messing around. This is not. Look at that, man! Like
this is we are playing this is the Super Bowl, guys. We are in it.
We are literally playing that game, right? We are playing that game. You put 1 pulse in, you're gonna get 3.85 pulse X for this moment, and it's gonna go up to 3.88
within like 3 seconds. There, you see that? It was like
literally. and again, you know, this is insane. This is insane. Let's have a look at the comments as well. Oh my goodness! Better to buy your Pulse and keep your Pulse X bag.
I agree with you so much right there. Right now, has some economic energy on the side. And guys, even if you don't have it like tomorrow or when the bridge comes in, like I said, we are still in a bear market. I anticipate some dips. We might see some green candles right out of the gate when the bridge comes in, but in the long run, we still have almost a year to the Bitcoin halving, and macroeconomics are still pretty wrecked. And so I don't anticipate Pulse doing 1,000x in a month, right? It's just it's not what I see. And so I think you guys are going to have plenty of opportunity to pick up some cheap Pulse X, and you guys are in the ground floor. This is day one.
Yeah, you're really coming in day one. This is, it's you speak to the guys. I mean, Randy, one of the guys who's spoke a lot here. He's one of the guys who was in day one. He was there for big payday. He was telling me about how it was and what the positions were like and things of that nature. And he's told me his bag, and trust me, when he was in the bull run, it was very tasty. and it's still pretty tasty in a bear run as well. It's not bad.
Right.
It's pretty good. So it's better than any investment that you probably could have done in the real world. That unless you were maybe an oil tycoon, or
Right.
maybe you'd done multiple real estate deals, right? So he was fine. He was good. So you got those opportunities, and he was DCAing in from the beginning, and he was able to buy those lows as well. So yeah, start thinking about your DCA strategy, guys, because if you hit that day, or you're hitting those lower lows, it's gonna be great. So start thinking about it. I know you guys with your group, you've got a very strict DCA strategy, right?
I do, man, and I'll kind of share that. So what my plan is, it's gonna be over a course of 3 months, and mine's more price based than time based. Although time comes second, and the way I'm doing it is if we're between a 1 and a 3x, I will ape in my DCA bag. Now I have a separate bag also put aside. So like I have 2/4 of my bag, which is 2/3. 2/3 of my bag is DCA, and 1/3 what I call my black swan bag. And so the 2/3, so 1 to 3x, I'm all in with my DCA bag. So if we launch it as a decimal, 3 zeros and a 1 to 3 zeros and a 3, then there's pretty much no DCA for me. I'm willing to go all in on that number. If it launches at a 4 to 5x, I'm gonna DCA half my bag in, or I'll put half my bag in, and then DCA the other half over the course of 3 months. From a 5 to 9x, I'm a quarter of my bag in, and then DCA over the course of the next 3 months. And then if it's a 10x or above, it's just DCA over 3 months. And then the price is also retroactive. So say it launches at a 15x, and then a month down the road, someone slams the price down to where it's a 2x, then I'm going to I would go all in again. And then I have my black swan bag, which that bag there is sitting on the sidelines, waiting only for a black swan event. So that's my DCA strategy.
Nice. No, that's solid. And guys, if you're listening in the stream, you're gonna have to come back and watch this stream back and watch that particular segment. Who knows? Maybe we'll chop it up and be able to put it out there. Let's have a look and see what the comments are saying as well. I got about 8 transactions through in the first 30 minutes. Minted Hedron on Icosa app. Now I have a couple of transactions pending, but because I did not increase the gas beats high enough. Yeah, I mean this is crazy.
Yeah,
Pulse dip on live on ramp. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm hearing about everyone who's getting their transactions stuck right now because of it's just volatile, guys. It's extremely volatile.
Can we move our funds to a cold storage? Is Trezor reflecting already?
Yes. The answer to that question is you can move your funds now. The Trezor is not what matters as long as you have an EVM public address, which the public address is the same across all EVM chains. And so you can move it to another wallet if you please. You just need a public address. That's it.
Oh, this is big. I'm gonna quickly click on it. Boom. There we go, guys. Past the Billy mark.
1 billion.
1.03 billion. Pulsechain burn.
That's incredible.
Stream ends at 2 billion. Nah, man, I gotta get ready. I gotta get on a train in about half an hour's time. So
oh, it's so awesome, bro.
It's nuts, man. It's absolutely nuts. Wave 41 on eFlow. Look at it having an effect on Ethereum. Let me bring up crypto bubble, not bubbles. Let me bring up TX Street real quick. Let's see what's going on with that. Guys, if you haven't seen TX Street, it's my favorite
gas tracker type app.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Gwei is 39 on ETH, man. That is freaking the lowest I've seen, guys, in 3 weeks.
That's
3
crazy.
weeks.
Look at that. 38 Gwei, 35 Gwei, 39 Gwei, 34 Gwei. Hey, man. Look at this.
Let's go.
I love this little app. It's crazy. It looks like a South Park, you know?
Yeah.
Look at that. 37 Gwei, 41 Gwei, 36 Gwei. This is and how much even pre-launch it was going crazy, right? The Gwei.
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic to see. We've saved ETH. Yeah, saving Ethereum by removing its users.
Leave it to Richard Hart, man. I mean,
and this was the thing, right? How many people said it was just going to be another ghost chain and this, that, and the other? I mean, we still got ways to go, but I'm very optimistic because we're seeing real world effects, right?
Yeah, real world effects. We're going to have, you're going to watch 200, and that's what we know about. About 200 protocols being rolled out over the next 30 to 90 days on this chain. The adoption, oh my God, man. Like I said, this is, in my opinion, this is the third biggest event in crypto history. Obviously, number one, the Genesis block for Bitcoin. Number two, Ethereum Genesis block, you could arguably say. And now Pulsechain. But if Pulsechain overtakes Ethereum one day, this would be the second biggest event in crypto history. I mean,
yeah. So how do you hedge your bets, right? Because this is not a. Oh man, the way I'm seeing it, I'm just thinking, man, it has the potential to do it.
It does.
It really
dude.
does.
Oh my God, bro.
And at first I thought it was just hopium, right? I thought it was just, yeah, we're just getting ahead of ourselves. Maybe it's not going to be like that. Maybe it's just us drinking the Kool-Aid and all of that fun stuff. But then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, damn, this is having real world effect right now, right? Like right in this moment, we're seeing trending worldwide on Twitter. We're seeing literal gas fees reduction on Ethereum. We're seeing liquidity being pulled left, right, and center from so many different protocols on Ethereum, or locked away. So, and we're seeing massive price changes. We're seeing loads of things going on. So, I don't know. I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm starting to believe in the hype.
I started drinking the Kool-Aid money game when I really saw what like Power City was rolling out with all their feature sets and different protocols, and then like with Tetra and what they're going to be bringing to the chain. And so like I'm just you're seeing this time and time, all these different protocols that have different use cases, different utilities, and I mean just the amount of people who are building it's freaking incredible, man. And that's probably in the last like 3 months is where I really started believing, where I felt like Pulsechain could be an actual Ethereum competitor. You know what I mean? I don't want to say Ethereum killer. I think Ethereum does have a future ahead of itself. You know what I mean? If they get their shit together, they can do okay with sharding and all that stuff. But man, so awesome. So
yeah, we could potentially. I mean, they're not. It's going to take a while. I'm thinking what 5. I think 5 years. That's my personal opinion. I think it's going to take 5 years to shard the network.
Yeah.
Because one of the issues that I saw with the Shanghai upgrade was they were going to do like a kind of test protocol to test sharding, and they weren't able to launch it. They weren't able to roll it out, and so it made me doubt. And why would you as well? I don't know. I mean,
and they give Richard shit because he's behind, a year. Right. The Ethereum Foundation's behind like 5 years on everything they do, and Richard gets shit. It's like, man.
And it's dumping. We sort of spoke about this earlier on in the show, right? Like, is dumping off, your own token and destroying price appreciation beneficial because you're trying, like, you're in panic mode if you're doing that. If you're selling off your own damn coin and trying to reduce the price of it in order to reduce gas fees, that it's going against yourself, right? And they're doing it. They did it the other day, right? Ethereum Foundation dumped off what was it, 300 million, something like that,
There's a lot.
approximately. Yeah, dumped it right back down below the 2K mark. Speaking of which, where is Ethereum at the moment?
We were doing our show this morning, and Sprack Burger had the chart up, and you can see the right where they started dumping. It was funny because it was right where the resistance was on the chart. So it's like, it's funny that either A, they knew that's where resistance was at and they were going to dump it right at their resistance, or the chart is just smarter than the market and the charts predict what's going on in the market. I mean, it's crazy because a lot of times charts will tell you almost a little bit of insight into the future. I mean, that's how Axis Alive is so freaking, he literally pinpoints where the hex price is going. Like,
yeah,
I had my liquidity position. I came out of that class that he had, and I set up an LP position in the way anticipating that it was going to be bearish for hex over the next month because of Axis Alive from his charting. And sure enough, it was, man. And it gave me the opportunity to accumulate more hex, which is what I wanted for this event. Just for this is why I wanted it. And then earn a shit ton of fees too, man, while I was at it. And it was awesome. So it's if you're really good at TA, I mean, not for trading, but just for like getting your positions established, I think it can be very beneficial, especially when you add LP into the equation. It's
LP on the short and the medium terms is incredibly good, and some sort of kind of passive income as well. If you can keep it long enough and in a decent range, you're looking at a really good amount in fees. And I personally will be doing way more of it this year. That's kind of my game plan, really. Just to have something going on the side, because I think there's multiple strategies for different people, right? There's the whole buy, hold, and wait for the bull run and sell, and then maybe buy the dip and then hold for even longer, or maybe just hold until 7 years down the line or something like that. Okay, that's great. That's one strategy. But what about in the immediate term? What about we still got bills, we still got stuff to pay, still want to live your life at this age and not 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line. So
that's it, man. You nailed it.
That's the one.
Me with the LP in, then I'm going to be running node validators, as many as I possibly can. And then, man, just participating in all these beautiful assets that we got coming into Pulsechain, protocols like famous, protocols like Fiat, protocols like Tetra. And I'll be participating in those and staking in those. And man, I really feel like we're in a freaking diamond mine here. Pulsex is going to, with the third party staking, is going to generate some very juicy yield in the third party token. And so I have a bit of a strategy around that where I'll keep compounding my Pulsex, buying from the third party token and compounding out into the bag and growing my Pulsex bag over the next couple of years. Man, super, super exciting times, bro. I got goosebumps, dude.
I'm getting goosebumps. I mean, how to purchase Pulse X and Pulse? The bridge ain't open just yet, Darius. Like, wait 48 hours, and then
48 hours. And please, guys, wait for Richard Hart to announce Pulse Ramp. There could be scammers announcing other bridges, and a bridge could be legitimate, right? Someone could build a bridge and it could be legitimate, but still, man. Basically a bridge is it's counterparty risk. It really is. You're trusting your assets into another smart contract, and it's risky. We saw that with Solana. I mentioned that early in the show, and that's why Solana has just had so many times it's been hacked, and it's been for like literally hundreds of millions of dollars every time too. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, massive amounts. To the point where if you go into a Solana chat, go to Solana Telegram. Oh man, it's horrible to see. I remember when they had one of the hacks, and I was in the chat, and just the stuff that you would see, like my wallet's been drained, it's been gone. Like what's going on? What's happening? The panic. Oh,
it's freaking nightmare. Can you imagine, bro? Like I just it's the same like being caught up in the FTX debacle or the Celsius or Luna. I mean, Richard hardship, bro.
so true.
You're haters. Suck your mom, haters.
I know, that's it, man. That's such like
Let's
like a
go.
London thing. Suck your mom, haters.
Oh man. Fuck yeah. Damn.
Is Pulsechain staking working? Single-sided
yet.
staking? I'm not sure. No,
No,
I don't think
single-sided
so.
staking won't be up until the DAO votes in the third-party protocols for us to go ahead and stake for those third-party rewards. So we have to wait for that. They anticipate it could be up to 30 days before we see a pool open up. So
yeah, I also saw this as well. Yes, PulseX currently indicates that PulseX is worth 0.02. I did see that on the exchange, which I did think was quite.
Where did you see that in the info?
I'll show you now. Yeah, let me bring
Show me
up
that
on screen real quick.
That's very interesting.
I
guess they could base it if they're basing it off the crappy stable coin that we just dumped. Maybe I don't know how like they would.
There it is, top right corner here.
Oh, very interesting. Oh, there it is. What?
Nah, man, I can't. Don't give me hopium.
If Pulsex opens up a 0.02, man,
bro. Oh man,
I might fly to the UK and come visit you, bro.
100%. I'm coming across, man. Let me just do some quick math on that.
Don't do it, bro. You're just gonna give.
Oh man, yeah, I'm coming across, bro.
Yeah, you're coming out to see us. All right. You get me this down in Puerto Rico, man.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
God,
that's
so
crazy numbers, man. If it hit, wow.
Now it can. I don't think it's gonna happen the day after the bridge, but obviously it can, guys. There's no reason why it can't. There really isn't, and so yeah, there is that. But give it time. Give us some time.
Oh, look at that creeping up, man. What the heck?
Buy and burn 1.08 billion. Holy crap, dude.
This is nuts, man. We're at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was launched for us was about 1:30. So we're about 4.5 hours in, right? For 4.5 hours, basically.
It's 9 o'clock here in Arizona. So yeah, that's about right.
Oh my gosh. Let's get to see the comments to see what people are saying. The bridge is going to cause a huge dump. People are broke.
I can agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
We're in a bear market. Like,
yeah, we're not seeing that economic energy coming through just yet. But this it will be like a mini bull market. But yeah, we are. The sentiment is bearish, right? At the moment,
I tell you, I am a net buyer. I'm a net buyer, man. If people want to dump their bags, if people are just trying to offload and take money out of the system as quickly as possible, let them do it. And I'll be there with my bags open.
Yeah,
and I know you will too.
Oh man, I'm ready. I'm pretty ready.
I mean, I've been waiting for this moment for freaking almost 2 years. And yeah, I'm not going to let this opportunity slip by. Not even a sliver of it, right? I'm going to capitalize as much as I humanly possibly can with the economic energy that I have, right? We all have different financial places that we come from. So don't over leverage yourself. Obviously, don't go too huge where you're losing sleep at night. But still, I mean, make it count. This is a once a lifetime opportunity. Period.
Yeah, agreed. Corporations will continue to choose a multi-chain feature. People will make their markets. Pulsechain will sit nicely in the nest egg of accompanying networks. Yeah, I think once there's more solutions that will create interchain liquidity.
Interoperability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interoperability. That's the word.
Interoperability. And that's why I was so bullish when I heard Power City, when they created the what do you call it? Was it Portal X?
Portal X, yeah.
Because that's what it does, man. Because it's not a bridge, right? It links all the chains together, like 37 or something stupid that you can go in and out of very freely and easily, like very little resistance, right? And you're not dealing with wrapped coins. Your assets aren't locked up in a bridge, and you pay a small little fee. And man, super bullish.
What else we got? How can I get a few Pulse token now? Airdrop one Pulse into my wallet. Useless now.
Yeah. The only thing is when the bridge opens up.
Yeah.
Not the bridge. Sorry, the faucet. The
faucet opens up. Yeah. How can we buy more Pulse? Yeah. You're gonna have to wait for that bridge, guys. I'm sorry. Right now it's a trading game, and you're gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah.
Will Q tokens swap go through at original fees after pending approval cap goes through? I think that he's talking about he's put through basically. So this is the issue, right? If the moment that you made that transaction, you've locked in that particular ratio, but then that can move as well, and that can get jolted. So this is why I'm not playing around with it, because I don't know. I can't tell you with 100% certainty that you've locked in that particular ratio at that particular moment, even though it's pending. I believe, and I'm not going to don't hold me to this, but I believe that once you've put that through, once it jolts, it's going to move once the actual transaction's been put through, once it's been put through on the block. So if it's in a queue, then it's not necessarily going to hit the ratio that you're wanting.
Correct. That is correct. The blocks are passing it by is what's happening there. And you could do what's called a nonce transaction to knock it out. It's a little complicated, not too complicated. It's in your MetaMask. You can go to advanced settings, and you can choose the nonce transaction advanced setting. And then what you need to do is send a token to yourself on the nonce that was the last transaction. So if the last transaction was nonce number 20, which is just the queue number you have in line, and then now you're on. You'll put your nonce transaction. It'll say nonce 21. Change it back to nonce 20, and send a token to yourself, and it will knock that transaction out and make it a failed transaction.
What was the website with all the transaction? You know, like kind of the Etherscan equivalent. I can't remember. I think I've got it.
The block scan.
Yeah.
So if you go to like the info, and then you can like for example, if I want to look up a token, like I'll look up Pulse Bitcoin PLSB, and then that should pop up, and then I'll click on that, and it'll have like view right there, view on Pulse Scan, right above the add liquidity and trade. You can view on Pulse Scan. That's the block explorer. That's where you can grab your contract addresses. You should be able to paste your wallet address in there and see the transaction that's stuck too, off of the block explorer.
Oh wow! Look at this, man! Like, let's see how many transactions are going through at the same time.
This is freaking incredible, bro.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, this is insane. Real time pending. Let's see real time pending transactions. You're not going to be able to see it because they're still indexing the pre Pulsechain fork data.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go through the comments. That's bullshit. PulseX can't get to 0.02 now. Is this possible? I don't know. Let's see. Just swapped 18K hex for 2.6 million pulse 15 minutes ago. What's that
Okay.
looking like?
What ratio is that? I don't even know what ratio that is.
2.6 million. Divide that by 18,000 is 144 hex.
Yeah. So mine's 200. That's mine. So yeah, you're there. You're almost in my zone. You know what I mean? Where I feel like I'm getting a good deal. You know, like I said, everyone's gonna be different. Yeah, that could end up working well for you long term.
Let's have a look at the
I
ratio.
tell you guys, I freaking love my hex. I love my hex, like especially my PX. This shit is going to moon.
You seen the ratio right now for hex pulse?
See, right now, that's right.
Now.
That's 1-83. He got a lot better deal than that. He did good. He got 144. So he did pretty good.
2.2x approximately.
Yeah, he did much better than that ratio. Yeah.
How to swap my pulse, my hex for pulse? Well, there it is, my friend, just right there.
Be careful.
I don't think that's a good ratio, man.
No,
like,
not my opinion.
No.
Guys, you're gonna have plenty of opportunity. Think about this too. If hex gets adoption after the bridge, like why wouldn't it, right? And it starts pumping, you could then swap your hex later for pulse. You can swap your hex later for pulse X, because you know the Hexicans are going to come across that bridge and they're going to be buying that crap up right out of the gate. So, like, think about that. Like, even though you might not get a good ratio now, down the road, maybe a month down the road, you might get an excellent ratio to swap around. And then you're going to have a better sense of where you're going to land, you know, when you're making your trade too, because there'll be dollars of value attached, and you won't have this crazy 80 to 100, 120 back down to 70 in seconds. So just keep that in, and your hex is going to retain value and gain value. And I think you could get some better deals on the road.
If they used a stablecoin value on Pulse, the stablecoin itself hasn't reached stability, right?
If they use a stablecoin value, right, that's correct. So that because we don't have a stable coin on Pulse right now, technically.
Yeah.
What's over there is just the copy. It's basically like counterfeit money, right? If you were to go and create a fake $100 bill in your garage and go out and use it, and you get caught, you know, they're not gonna give that $100 credit, right? It's the same with this, right? Circle, the system knows Circle's not going to validate $1 USD for $1 coming over from the copy side. It knows that. And same with DAI. With DAI is that you have the vaults that are backed up by Ethereum. It's an Ethereum backed asset. But remember, your Ethereum is diluted 1.2 million to 1 on Pulse. And so there's no value there for your DAI either to be backed by. So
Be careful with those. Are you guys watching the chat? Yeah, we're trying to get through these chats. There's quite a few coming in, so shout out to everyone who's in here. Give this channel a like as well. If you're on my side, go over to Crypto Millionaires with Corey Gary, right?
Yep, Corey Gary, Crypto Millionaires. We do the DeFi Crypto Alliance show every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. here in Arizona time. Come say hi. We love talking this stuff all day long, man.
Oh man, I love it.
It's exciting, man, and we're not gonna stop now, dude. This is where the real work begins, because
it is
now. It's protocol after protocol after protocol being built. It's the chain getting better. It's the ecosystem thriving and building upon itself. It's going to be spectacular, man. And oh god, you can see how pumped I am.
Oh man, I can go on. Like, I know we're 2 hours and 10 minutes in, and it feels like it's gone. It's been 10 minutes. I swear down. It feels like it's been 10 minutes. I know I'm super tired, but stuff it. We'll keep going. I can keep going. If you need to get off, let me know, Corey. But
yeah, I'll probably hop off here in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But
let's see what else is here. Like, there's so many questions. Yeah, no worries. So many questions. How do I see my p hex from from my phone wallet, you'd have to add the RPC from my Trezor wallet. I don't think you will probably see it on your Trezor wallet yet until they have integration. So you'll only be able to see it on your MetaMask rather than your Trezor. Let's go down a little bit. I'm on mobile. Where did you get that price? There you go. Look, top section here. Let me just get my Somi pen out. You guys may have seen Somi before. Let me bring this up on stream. Boom. Can I bring this up? Is this gonna work? Let's see. No, it's not gonna work. There it is, guys. I don't know if you can see my arrow here, but right at the top right corner, this isn't gonna work. Oh well. Shame. Let's hide that then. What else we got here? The stablecoins on Pulse also start at 0 until bridge data propagates. Yeah, exactly. 5 a.m. madness. 5 a.m. madness. A lot of people sold Hex this week. Going by the chart, do you think a lot of it will bridge into Pulse and PulseX potentially? Yeah, I think it will. I mean, we're seeing some reversal. Let me just double check the price of Hex right now on the ETH side. Obviously, I can't see. We haven't got the on-chain data of what's going on with PHEX, but let's just see the price on CoinGecko right now. I'm just gonna pull that up on a side screen. Dex Screener is up and running assets. Okay, I'm gonna check out Dex Screener in a second. Let's get that going. Where's the price at? Where's the price at? I'll come back in a second. I honestly don't want to be exit liquidity. If 2 to 3x my gains, what market cap you think? 14 billion was sacrificed for Pulse. Yeah, 14 billion. Is that including the OA's amount? You need to take that into account as well.
Yeah, that's with the OA. Yeah,
so you have to really take. It's what, like 10% approximately is what. OA's got 90-ish%. So you're talking probably 1.4 billion sacrificed, give or take. I've got the numbers, but I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. And it's really interesting. If you see the splitter of it as well, there's a lot of data out there. You can find it on Twitter. How many wallets that sacrifice less than $1,000?
It's a lot. Yeah.
Loads. There's loads, man.
Yeah. So if you put any kind of chunk of change in either one of the sacks, you should do fairly okay, to say the least.
Urban Productions, yeah. We're not talking Jimmy Savile. I'm guessing to get your money out, we swap PulseX, say, to Hex, then back to ETH, and then to your exchange, then bank. Is that right? They're going to be easier ways, Paul. Like, yeah. Once the bridge is done, there's going to be much easier ways. You're going to probably have 3 different stable coins. You've got USDL, or is it LUSD? I can't remember which one. It's USDL, PXDC. Then you've got CST, which are the stable coins. It's going to be
money gang. Richard Hart just tweeted, Pulsechain.com is doing 120 transactions a block in 10-second blocks. So 120 transactions in every 10-second block. At this rate, that's 1,036,800 transactions a day.
Holy
shit. PulseX is going to fly.
It's fucking going to fly, man. Oh my goodness. Look at that, man. Look at that.
Buy and burn 1.13 billion.
Holy, guys. So we're giving you the live stuff right here. 1.1. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This is insane. This is going to hit 2 billion. By the time we get to London, this will be 2 billion.
Right. By the time you get to your event.
100%. I don't know. Like, okay, so we're saying, right, Pulsechain started, we said 1:30, which was what, like 3.5 hours ago, 4 hours, 4 hours ago, approximately.
Yeah, 4 hours and 20 minutes ago, roughly.
4 hours and 20 minutes, right? And the event today is going to be at 2 p.m. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. We've got another 9 hours to go to the event. So if at this current rate, if it keeps going, yeah, we could be looking at 3-4 billion, maybe
3 or 4 billion. Dude, guys, don't give up your Pulse X. I'm telling you.
No,
I'm telling you.
I'm actually really surprised how much Pulsex has actually burnt.
I am too, man. People are pounding the chain right now too, so which is really cool. It's
that's awesome. That is really insane. This is a marathon. Let's get it. Pulsechain launched at 3x. Yeah, cool to see. What do you think when the bull run occurs as to how Pulsex will rise? Well, I mean, if this is any indication, right? I mean, let's see what happens post bridge. Let's see how much post bridge, like how much more crazy will it be once you got some numbers, some actual dollar numbers attached to all of those pairings and all of those coins. Oh man, and whatever comes across, I don't know. This could be a real crazy amount.
Never been done before, bro.
Never been done. Congratulations, guys. Worth the wait. Greetings from Philippines. Greetings to you too as well. That's crazy. We've got people from Philippines watching the stream. That's mad. Oh my goodness. What have I woken up to? I need a strong coffee. Yeah. You're waking up to the craziness, man. 1.13 billion Pulsex burnt already. I think if I even reload, it's probably going to be even more than that. We're looking at crazy ratios jumping all over the place around the 4 mark. We've seen it down as low as 3. We've seen it as high as 5. So this thing is moving. Yeah, there's no way to sell Pulse into a stable coin yet. No, not yet.
No. 24 to 48 hours you will be able to, though, if you're looking to sell. Yep.
In your opinion, fellas, let's say you put 15K USD invested into Pulse and PulseX, could make over $1 million in 2 years. I mean, I don't say no expectation of like certain gains, but I'm kind of very similar to Somi, and I would say that in the next bull run we could see 250x on Pulse and PulseX 100x. I don't think that's an unrealistic target. So if you're And is that going to be from the all-time low, or is that going to be from the SAC price? That's the next question to ask. And I would say from the all-time low. But we've seen what's happened with that stupid frog coin recently, and we've seen what we saw Hedron do what was it 20x or 40x?
It did like a 30x from this bottom to the top. Yeah,
from his bottom to the top in a the full-on breakdown
bear market, right? And it was like, so there's no reason that it's not gonna fly. So
what's the significance of the buy and burn? I mean, Moto, just real quick, obviously it's deflationary from day one, Pulse, right? So the more that it burns, I know we have a shit ton of tokens, 14.2 trillion, but the rate at which it's burning quickly, you're getting rid of stuff out the system, and you might be able to see supply drop. If I'm seeing this amount, and if it's consistent, and I don't think it will be consistent, but if it is consistent, we could be looking at least 1%, maybe even 2% per year burn of the supply, and that's before we hit the bull run. The buy function is going to be the one that I'm really looking into. So as there's more economic energy putting in, as there's more volume, we're looking at, for every billion of daily dollar transactions from one token to another, you're looking at $600,000 worth of buy pressure. And if we base it off of Pancake Swap numbers, and again, I'm using Pancake Swap numbers for now, but we're talking like it could be a couple million a day buying up the price of PulseX just involuntary, regardless of the situation of where PulseX is and where the price is.
And you hit the nail on the head. It's the buy pressure that matters the most, and that's what we're going to be seeing. It's
the significance, man. It's like, and for me, it's really it's having that buy pressure when there's negativity as well, right? Like when there's going to be periods of time where people are just going to be dumping PulseX, and maybe there's a 90% dip, there's still something buying it up regardless.
Right.
and how does that affect the momentum as well? Unbiased buyers, basically, and they won't look at the price. They're not looking at the price and thinking, "Hey, I'm going to scope this when I see a 50% dip on it, or I'm going to scope this in next week when I've got another paycheck coming in." They're actually buying straight off on the spot.
That's it. Big buyer Barry.
Big buy, Barry. Sorry, just saw that Pulsechain is live. I don't have enough pulse to swap my hex. Anything I can do, Isaac, you're gonna have to wait for the bridge 48 hours time.
Yep. Or that faucet for the come and play.
Historic occasion. Thanks for the stream. Wishing you guys all the best and the maddest of games. Bedtime for you. Good to see you, Randy. Thanks for coming on as well. I think this stream will actually be replayed quite a bit. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, because I don't know too many people that stream. Maybe there's loads of people streaming. I'm not watching it.
Hexo streaming. I saw there's a couple. I don't know how many really are though, in comparison to who really does stream every night. Let's see. We got. There's a couple, not a lot. Crypto Heartbeat, FN Hangout. We got the captain. He's on right now. There's a few.
Not too bad. Do not swap your Pulse or PulseX into current stablecoins Rex City. Yeah, 100%, guys. Do not move it into damn stablecoins. Don't be so stupid to do that. Please, 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 please. Please.
Absolutely. So, brother, I'm going to hop off, man. And
take care, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much. This has been an absolute blast. It's been a pleasure sharing this moment with you, man. This is
this is iconic, man.
It's iconic. It's history in the making. This is where true wealth is gonna be born out of this for a lot of people. It's gonna be phenomenal, man. Don't wreck yourself, guys. All right, hold on to your hacks. Hold on to your Pulsex. DCA into Pulsechain. See you guys.
100%. Take care. Wow, it's crazy, man. And I see so many comments coming in. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna give it maybe like another 10, 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna shoot off because I need to get on a train. Like the video, guys, on all channels. Go like the videos. Go subscribe to Dane and Corey as well. Let me see if I can put their stuff in the banners real quick. Let's create a banner real quick. Sub to Corey, Geary, and Dane. Banner in. Boom. Cool. Let's see what else is good. Can I do a little? Let me hide that for a second. Change that. Scroll that. Save. Boom. Let's see the questions. I'm gonna get through these questions as well and just go through it. What's the significance of buy and burn? We talked about that there as well. What's a reasonable hex to Pulsex ratio? Corey had the numbers really. I think what it's doing right now, if we look at the hex, let me see if I can bring it back on stream. Bring it across here. We're looking, if I'm correct in saying, Corey was talking around about the 400 mark, I believe, maybe more. But I mean, guys, do you really want to be swapping your hex for Pulsex? I don't know. I'm not playing that ratio game. Maybe you really do. Maybe you really want to go get some Pulsex or some Pulse, and your way of doing it is to switch your P hex for it. But for me, I'm chill. I'm cool. I'm right. When wallet keeps changing balances, testnet to live, back to testnet balance. You need to disconnect your testnet. Holy crap. Yeah. Holy crap, ADP. Crazy. I was the first person to sack USDT, and I've been waiting for this. Cosmically, this is crazy. Like Pulsex burn, LP, Inc., 25% of transactions burn. We're going to make generational wealth. I believe so. 3 billion burn when I wake up. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, man. I think so. Like, look at the burn rate right now, guys. And it's insane. Let me zoom out of this so that we can get it here. Top corner, burn rate. 1.16. Sorry, guys, you can't see that. Here we go. 1.16. It's insane. This thing is going up and up and up and up and up. We're nearly halfway there to that 3 billion burn. So let's see what happens. I'm seeing USDC transactions on Pulsechain right now. Be cautious because someone made a pairing with PUSDC and essentially moved all of their Pulse into the PUSDC and it's worthless. It's got nothing to it. It's like me creating fake money out of nowhere, with no backing, with no money, actual value behind it. Ridiculous. Okay, thanks for the information on getting money out. Back to the garden. Need cash to invest. Thanks. No problem, man. What's the Pulsex value right now, or doesn't have PNE just yet? Well, according to Pulsex, right, and I've said this a little bit earlier, but if I go zoom that out, where is it? Oh, they've taken it off. Okay, they've taken it off. Maybe they've taken it off deliberately. Basically, it was showing about oh, no. There it is, guys. I don't know if you can see that clearly enough. Let me see if I can. 0.0198. You can see it up the top corner here, right? That's what it's saying currently, which is insane. I don't think it's a fair reflection because we haven't seen the dollar values bridged in. But that's what it's saying for Pulsex, which is nuts. I don't think so. We'll see. PS looked into Lamborghini prices. His second one hands at 500k plus. Thanks, guys. Always appreciated. Moving into cold storage and hodl. Good idea. We'll watch from beginning now. Need coffee number 2. Yeah, exactly, man. ADP coming in the chat. Miss Hex at 0.017. Got some at 0.03. You got it at a bargain, my friend. You got it at an absolute bargain. I saw a post for Yearn Finance. Hope it works out. Yeah, hope so too, bro. I just want a little skin in the game, not swapping much. I didn't swap much, unfortunately. Thanks, man. Historic, yeah. This is historic, man. This moment is historic. We're in a, wow. Like, I'm just reflecting. I'm thinking about everything that's happened up until this point. I started my channel just over a year ago, to the day, and you know, the journey is wild, man. Like, it's just been wild. I remember so many people. You know what's crazy? Like, I remember telling people that I've sacrificed the amount that I sacrificed, and I saw the horror on their faces, mate. Like, the absolute horror. And I was just like, well, yeah, it's gonna come out. He said mid-May 2 years ago. And it didn't get released in mid-May, but here we are. This is it. We're out. It's launched, and it's gonna melt faces, guys. It's gonna melt faces. Can you make a video on how to transfer Pulsex to Ledger? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna have time just yet. Maybe next week, because I am going to go to get on a train and it's not sleep at all. Try and sleep on the train, meet up with Silver the Antidote, and then meet up with you guys for the Hex meetup. So if you're in London, go check it out. Love RH. He wrecked traders. That was genius. Forked 2 days ago when he announced the launch. Yeah, he did. He did. Certainly a great feeling to be sacrificed and into both Pulse and Pulsex from the beginning. Yeah. Yes. It's insane. It's really iconic, historic. The whole thing is great. I'm really, really, really happy, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna huge congratulations, EA all. Pulsechain is live. What DEX can I check the Pulsex price? I think someone was saying the DEX screener is up. I'm gonna just quickly check and see. I don't know if it's completely correct. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very skeptical until we see charting from Dex Tools. If anyone knows where it is on Dex Tools, I wanna know, because I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. Because be careful, because if you check the contracts on there, right, you'll see like Pulse to WE or something like that. but I don't think you can really see the charts very well. And then if you click on it and then you add the contract address, it could be a scam contract address. So be careful. Yeah, I don't see it. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's been added a month ago, 6 days ago. So yeah, be careful when you're looking at the supposed charts. The feeling of relief, finally. When did a snapshot happen? It's already happened, Salter. It just happened probably 2 days ago. And now this is it live. We are live. Right, guys, I am going to cancel this off. If you don't follow me, feel free. Money Gang Crypto. You can find me at YouTube, Twitter. We also have a Telegram group chat. It's free. It's t.me/moneygangcultchat. That's t.me/moneygangcultchat. Feel free to jump across. If you are wanting to subscribe, if it's your first time that you've seen the stream, and you think there's going to be another great ratio opportunity. I'm not a fan of the ratio trading, my friend. I am not a massive fan. I'd keep my eye on it on the next few hours. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's starting to settle itself a little bit. It's starting to find its mark. But hey, man, if you want to play that game, you can. I'm not really a big fan of ratio trading personally. So yeah, go subscribe to Corey Geary. Go subscribe to Crypto Millionaires with Dane, I think it's called. And much love, guys. Go subscribe to myself if you want to. That's Money Gang Crypto. You can also find us all on Twitter. And yeah, welcome to Pulsechain, guys. What a relief. Fucking amazing, man. I'll answer this last question here. I have my Hex on my Trezor wallet. I'm trying to view my P-Hex copy from the snapshot. I added Pulsechain to my MetaMask, but don't know how to find my tokens. You would have to put in the contract address of Hex on Pulsechain. So when you go to find your tokens, you take the Ethereum contract address that you would find on, say, CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. You can find it also on Richard Hart's tweets. You take that number and then you would literally copy and paste it into Pulsechain as well. That's where you can find that number. Crispy, thanks for coming in as well. Love the work that you do, man. Shout out to you. Oh man, I can't believe I decided to stay up and do a 2.5 hour stream when I got to get on the train in half an hour or an hour's time. But we only live once, guys. On that note, welcome to Pulsechain. Keep yourself safe. Be careful. Stay protected. Keep your eye on Richard Hart and no one else. Look after your bags. Pump it to the moon. And let's have some fun, guys. Welcome to Pulsechain. Let's take over.